Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Founders Podcast, the only podcast in the world where Claudio and I talk men's lifestyle, EDC, accessories, beer, whiskey, and anything else that gets us excited, including adventures.
The only podcast in the world. I thought you were going to stop right after that.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah.
This is it.
Welcome
Bullstrap.
to the Founders Podcast, the only podcast in the world.
The only podcast you should be listening to.
Yeah, at least right now. Definitely that one.
Definitely.
Speaking of adventures, we're a week late on this podcast. You'll hear more about why later, because this dude went on an adventure. But before that, we need a drink.
Yeah, we do.
And we don't have any glasses. There's a reason for that. You probably have seen this box before. This is our BS Society box. But usually we talk about this at the end of the podcast. However, we are going to start today's podcast with this. So this is actually the first gearbox that was shipped out to all of our BS Society members for free. If you are a member of the BS Society, this arrived at your door.
If you're not a member, get ready for your
Some
brains.
jealousy. Yep.
Yeah. Your brains and your minds to be blown. Look at that box.
Whoo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the BS Society.
Official whiskey glasses. So you guys have seen these before. You actually saw these on the very first episode of this podcast. Little did you know that they were already branded. You can actually go back and kind of see it. But these are the official whiskey glasses of our podcast and every podcast that we do.
We've been drinking with these every episode.
Yeah, but we had beer last episode. So
Oh, did we use these glasses?
I don't think so.
I think we might have.
No, we definitely drank out of the can.
Oh, you're right. We drink out of the can.
Because we wanted this one to be more.
Man, speaking of beer, I'd really love beer.
We don't have any beer,
But we got something else.
that's true.
Boom. That was a great segue.
That was a good segue. What are we drinking?
We are drinking this. Ladies and gentlemen, Fraser Valley Distilling.
Where is
Pure aqua-fed waters. Aquafire fed.
Aquafire fed.
No, but this is in Winter Park, Colorado. Me, my wife, some of my buddies, we took a trip out there, and we went skiing. And it was a blast. In between skiing, we hit a few breweries, and we hit this distillery, and I loved it so much, I was like, I got to get this for the BS Society podcast. This is actually the distiller's favorite whiskey, so we're just going to crack it open and try it out.
I have never tried this, by the way, so this will be a first for me.
This will be a first for him and for you. You'll get to experience vicariously here, which is my favorite kind of experience.
Yeah.
No, but speaking of this whiskey.
Ooh, that noise.
The pop.
Yep.
I'm just going to put this right here.
Got you.
Nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's give this a little whirl.
So yes, Colorado. Claudio went to Colorado last week.
Why are you talking about my trip?
I don't know.
I think it's because I'm pouring the whiskey.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
filling time. Yep.
That is a generous pour.
That's quite generous.
You know what? That was kind of an optical illusion because I could not quite see how much I was pouring. That's intense.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
We've got a funnel. If
all right. No, thank you. Okay, putting this back on. So anyway, this whiskey is a combination. It's a... What do you call it?
It's a blended whiskey.
Blended whiskey. There you go.
So this is.
I'm not necessarily a whiskey buff, but it's a single malt.
Bourbon and rye. Yeah. So it's a blend of single malt, bourbon, and rye, all from Fraser Valley.
Yep. Absolutely delicious. And the distiller actually taught me how to drink.
Okay.
How to take like a proper shot. And it wasn't really a shot. You basically take like half a shot. You put it in your mouth and you hold it for 3 seconds. And all the while you're kind of holding your breath. You swallow. After 3 or 4 seconds of having it in your mouth, don't wish it around.
Okay.
Swallow. Then wait a beat. Wait 1 second. Then exhale through your nose. Through your nose only.
Through your nose only. Okay.
3 or 4 seconds in the mouth. Swallow. Wait a second. Blow out your nose.
Okay.
And it's insane. Well, let's try it.
Yeah.
Ready? Oh my gosh. Cheers.
That's really good.
Isn't that really good?
That is so good.
And what's funny is the method that you use for, like, as soon as I breathed out of my nose for the first time and actually did this, you actually get all the hints and the notes
the finish,
and the flavors.
Yeah. So if you guys are a whiskey drinker, the linger on this flavor is crazy. Like, almost, it's not syrupy, but like the flavor is like, yeah, that's so good.
It's so good. And it's so smooth, too. So I tried a bunch of different stuff. I basically tried every single one of their whiskeys. Got a little crazy, but
That's so good.
yeah, it's so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fraser Valley.
So smooth. So this was his favorite. This was the distiller's favorite drink. Actually, he had a couple, but this was my favorite of all the whiskeys that I had tried.
Yeah, that's super good.
Yeah, so delicious.
Cool.
All right, cheers. Here's to Bullstrap. Here's to Fraser Valley Distilling.
Here's to 2-day shipping. Here's to 1 to 2 day shipping.
1 to 2 day shipping.
That's a segue into what's fresh with Bullstrap.
Boom.
So last podcast, this was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We talked about us moving all of our inventory out of here and didn't really expound on it a whole lot. We just said we were moving it to different warehouses in the U.S. And now we can officially say the reason for that is because we wanted to be able to offer faster shipping and we wanted to be able to do it at a great price. And we felt like free was the best price. And so you can now get free Amazon speed 1 to 2 day shipping on our website. There's a couple zip codes that we're working on right now that aren't quite supported. They will be supported here in the next week or two. But yeah, right now, free 1 to 2 day shipping, every order, every purchase.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
It is a part of us trying to make Bullstrap the best brand possible and give people the best experience possible with our brand. But it's just one step at a time.
Yep.
And you guys, like I said, like we've both said from the beginning, this is a journey. You guys are along for the ride, and we're kind of just you'll basically get to see all of our bumps and bruises and all the things that we do. This is one of those things. We're trying to compete, and this is I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Definitely not easy. Took a lot of manpower and a lot of effort. We sent pallets on pallets worth of inventory, but all worth it. All good. There's now free next day, 2 day shipping on the site. Basically, like Mason said, across the whole entire U.S., there are zip codes that are not supported currently, but little by little, we'll end up increasing our coverage with the goal actually to have next day shipping by the end of the year.
Yep.
So
that means anywhere in the U.S., you get your product in less than 24 hours.
That's
for
crazy.
free. You don't even pay for it either. That's the yeah.
You mean we're not charging? What?
That's how it is. That's how
Wow.
it is. Yep.
God bless
I know.
Bullstrap, man.
Yep. And God bless America.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna move this out of the way.
that's a great idea.
Boom. We can actually maybe we'll bring this front and center. That way people know.
Bingo. All right. What's in the lineup?
Ooh, what is
Not
in
what's
the,
in your pockets.
Nope.
Used to be what's in your pockets. Now what's in the lineup.
What's in the lineup?
Our pockets can't fit everything.
They really can't, especially not
What we're about to show.
things in the lineup. One thing I do want to talk about, this knife that I carry, you guys have seen this before. This is the Kaiser Feist by Justin Lundquist. The reason I show this is, one, it's in my pocket a lot, and two, they just released a new one. It's like glow-in-the-dark looking. I don't know. It's really cool. I'll probably pick it up, but it's on Blade HQ, I think. So if you want one of these, they just came out with a new colorway. go get one. And then the other thing that we're both kind of talking about.
This one might be a little ridiculous.
Yeah, but we got to grab them. So
But we got to do it.
let's do it.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying so hard not to drop this.
Don't.
This is a work of art.
All right, here, now I'm going to move this. That way we can really...
I hope this is not anticlimactic.
Climactic.
Climactic.
These are Legos.
These are Legos.
Yeah.
Star Wars
Legos. Very, very specifically Star Wars Legos.
I don't know if you guys grew up the same way we did, but this was a big part of our childhood.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we are kind of recently in our adult lives getting
back into them, I guess.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
But basically, it's awesome. It's a little bit of like a stress relief thing, a little bit of these are like so cool. They bring back childhood memories. There's something super nostalgic about it.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. Like, there's something so cool about creating something with your hands and like putting together something that is also of nostalgic value that is just awesome.
There is something like weirdly therapeutic about building Legos.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the same thing like building a puzzle or that kind of stuff where it's just like small movements with the hands. But
it takes your mind off of work and you're kind of just so focused on the task at hand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's therapeutic, but it's also a blast.
Yeah, and they look epic on a desk. So we've got sets all over. Yeah. Pretty much all over the office.
Yeah.
But yeah, Star Wars Legos. If you haven't built any, go build some. I actually have a set at home that I haven't even opened. So.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. Which is unlike me. It was a Christmas gift from the parents.
No way.
Yep, they knew it.
That's great.
Yep, but yeah, I haven't gotten around to it.
Love it.
Sweet.
I actually want to run this back.
Okay.
Speaking of nostalgic things and kind of,
the memes.
Talking about, what's the memes?
The memories.
Oh, the memes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I did not actually properly cover my trip to Colorado, and it was epic. Just skied. And I'm not actually a great skier. I skied once when I was like 6, then skied again. Well, actually, that was like for a week with my dad. He like kind of taught my brother and I how to ski.
Okay.
From there, I skied 2 years ago. That was the first time since then for one day, and then skied on this past trip. And
that's like no skiing.
That's like basically no skiing. But I mean, you do kind of know, like, I guess it's a little bit like, I barely remember anything from when I was 6.
Right.
Like, I don't remember any of it. I didn't even remember that you had boots on. When I did it 2 years ago, I was like, oh, I forgot that you like put boots on to ski. So literally I was kind of coming in green. But after, like, on this last trip, I feel like I actually became competent and basically was able to keep up with all my buddies who ski every year and like are into it and do it and own their own stuff and whatever. So it was a blast, man. I ate it hard a few times, which I guess is a rite of passage, but it was actually really funny. Yeah. I was on this one blue and it kind of butted up right against a black that had moguls. So they kind of converged onto the same path.
Yeah.
And there was enough moguls on it, and I was kind of flying down the blue, and it was sort of a turn to stay on the blue path without hitting the moguls.
Okay.
Not like crazy, but I was going so fast that I ended up hitting a mogul, and I literally like, boom. My friends were saying that I looked like a bunny rabbit because I was just jumping, and I hit one, hit another, and then just ate it. And I was about to run into some trees too, but craziness.
Damn.
I like, even that was just fun.
Sure.
Like,
yeah. As long as you don't like actually hit something hard or like break something.
Yeah, even then, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean it's part of it.
Part of the experience. But yeah. I really enjoyed skiing. It was a blast. Like,
it is. Being in the snow. I snowboard. But like snow sports, I think are the best.
There's a reason why so many people do it.
Yeah.
It is like literally my comment was human beings should not be allowed to have that much fun. Like, kind of a stupid thing to say, but it's like it is thrilling to. And maybe because I'm new at it and there's people that have been skiing their whole lives.
Yeah.
But people who do it love it. Like,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's-
And once you do it, like, I feel like there's very few people who ski. I mean, some people will get injured and it'll scare them away from that.
Yeah.
But, like, most of the people who learn to ski or snowboard, like, they want to do it forever.
yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely how I am.
My wife was one of those people who got scared out of
Oh, dude.
it. She got picked up on a snowmobile.
Ooh.
That's how bad it was. Yeah, I know.
Dang.
She like did lessons for a day and then
And then hurt herself, like, really hurt
no,
herself.
didn't hurt herself. Like, it wasn't that type of thing. She just like was not good enough going down the mountain.
To, like, want to continue to try.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she got picked up on a snowmobile.
Dang.
Love you, honey. Anyway, the thing that I feel like is a hair off about this podcast is I want to be a little bit more into my drink before I'm starting.
Right.
But in this podcast, we
didn't-
actually started without drinking,
Right.
Because we wanted to open the box and then pour and talk about what was the gift for the BS Society. Hey, I'm actually going to take these out of the way while we're doing this.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so it's just a little funny. We're usually drinking a hair before, we take a few sips before we come on.
Sure.
This time around,
Stone cold sober.
Stone cold. Yep. But I'm loving it. Mm-hmm. I'm actually loving this. Mm-hmm. It's so good, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
So you see how that, like, how it almost looks like rain?
Yeah.
They call those the legs.
I think most people know that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm just, like, I'm blown away at how, like, I don't even know what you call that. But the fact that is sticking to the glass.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's evidence of a really good whiskey. Usually.
Right. Well, it's really good. 10 out of 10 good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's move this along. Epic video of the week.
Ooh, yep. We just got one for you. Actually think it's so good that we're just going to roll it for you.
Bingo.
This was a video produced by Aldous Films, so check it out. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
So, little backstory on that video. Aldous reached out to me. He was like, hey, I've got this concept for a video. I want to use a backpack. I looked at his stuff, thought he was a great creative. We sent him a bag, and that showed up in my inbox like a week later and blew me away. So,
Yeah, pretty
Aldous
sweet.
Films, you killed it.
Double thumbs up.
Yep.
Dude, you know what I want to start doing on this podcast?
What's up?
We need to start doing, like, style reviews.
Ooh, okay.
Like, men's style reviews.
Sure.
Like, we need to be talking about...
We should
like,
probably up our style if we're going to start. Not that there's anything wrong with a gray shirt and a hat, but...
What are you wearing? Is that Essentials?
No, this is OK. OKAY or OKVY.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Well, our style is rugged.
Yeah, I feel like
Gentlemen.
when we go out, like if we're going out to dinner, like we'll
Yeah.
put it on a little bit
This is
more.
actually kind of a chill vibe
Yeah, this
right
is
now that
very
we have
chill.
going on.
Yeah. But we will start being more fashion conscious when we critique other... But yeah, dude, we totally should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm into it.
I would wear the same exact thing that I'm wearing right now and critique the hell out of anybody.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
In fact, I might dress even worse.
I might go in the opposite
Yeah.
direction.
Just to really sell the part.
Yeah. That's funny. You know what's funny about fashion now is that, like, you know the whole normcore thing that's happening? Where, like, kind of not style is style. Mm-hmm. It's actually crazy.
It's like it's all flipping.
It's all
Well,
flipping.
and it's flipping right after I would say that style was like the most absurd that it's ever been.
And
like-
what was that?
And just like, I don't know, like the Met Gala, like I mean, Met Gala is a hard one to judge by, but I just feel like
Yeah.
we are coming out of kind of a style realm was like so polarizing compared to like previous generations. I don't know.
I guess what I'm thinking of is like the style that comes out of LA
Yes.
every few years. Like basically there was, I'm thinking like probably years ago, but there was like the wide collar.
The V-neck. Yeah. Or like the.
No. Just the wide collar round shirts that like basically
With a
dropped really low.
Yep.
Yeah, we can show that.
Jogger pants, like cuffed.
Oh yeah,
At the
cuffed,
bottom.
cuffed
Yeah,
jogger
cuffed
pants.
joggers.
And like that was such an odd phase, but I think there's like a few, like I own a few articles of clothing that like kind of get that style right and are wearable most of the time. Because there's ones that go like way over the top and I hate it. Like I owned a shirt that had like massive, basically was like so wide and like went to my shoulders,
Like you
and
just
it
like
just looked
pull
weird.
it like this and it comes down. It comes over your shoulders.
But that was such a funny style. Like that was coming out of LA and that was like the thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You can probably show a few examples of what that looked like.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I feel like California is definitely, because California runs social media basically, and so then whoever runs social media determines what style is.
well, yeah, but that's like where that's where all the talent is.
Right.
In terms of like modeling.
Yeah. It's being created there.
It's being created there. Like style basically kind of comes out of LA for the most part.
For sure.
And I just find it like I'm always I feel like I'm never on top of the trend.
Right.
Like absolutely 0%. Mm-hmm. But I kind of follow it, and I'm a few years behind. My brother's on top of the trend.
Yeah.
And I'm always a few years behind.
Right.
That trend.
Okay.
And there are particular phases that I find like just so funny and absurd.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But you're saying you feel like right now style is coming back to a more simple.
The normcore thing
Yeah.
throws me off a little bit.
And I'm maybe not versed enough in normcore to like know.
It's almost like Crocs and high socks.
Yeah,
This is normcore.
Yep.
Baggy.
Yeah.
Like
I know what you're
super
talking about.
baggy.
This is I don't know if Justin Bieber, he's as like Drew House.
Yeah.
His company,
Yep.
I would say, is very
Yeah. That's the style.
That's
right now.
super interesting. Okay. We're going to
Yeah.
try and throw a couple like images here so you can kind of see what we're looking at, because I had no idea what that was, but
I'm
yeah,
surprised that you don't.
yeah, well, I just didn't know the term. Like I know that style and I know
Yeah,
that's in,
sure,
but like I didn't
sure.
know that they had given it a name.
But there's a certain amount of baggy that I'll do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
and
an
that's probably like
oversized
appropriate.
shirt.
That's probably appropriate for like most dudes. Mm-hmm. An oversized shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if your shirt's a little too big, like okay.
Yeah, I used to I used to wear mediums, but then not recently, but I switched to large shirts just because the fit is better.
Yep.
And it's a little bit more in terms of style. Like
And
wearing
more comfortable.
And more comfortable.
Looser
that's
clothing.
True.
Yep.
Yeah. But my body is probably more naturally a medium.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess because you're always wearing like a size. You're kind of to kind of fit that like a little bit looser style. You're kind of wearing a size up.
Mm-hmm. But also, like, I feel like there's also the subjectivity of like people would say, "Oh, your shirt should fit a little tighter," whereas like to us being style conscious, we're like, "No, it shouldn't."
Right.
It shouldn't actually fit like a medium. It should fit like
it
a
should fit
large.
like a large. Yeah.
Like
That's true.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
so am I
the
actually a
style
large?
world is totally.
Yeah.
It's all out of.
You'll never know.
Yeah. No one knows what's going on.
But that style is excessively baggy.
Yes. Like go buy a double XL button-up shirt and yeah.
And then throw on like the baggiest set of like
Corduroys.
Yep,
Corduroy
exactly.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get. Yeah.
It's just it's kind of bizarre to me. Like in no world should somebody who
See, I don't know. Like, there's like, yes, I understand.
I'll tell you what I love. I love your corduroy hat.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, I own one. I think I already said that.
Yeah, you do. He bought the exact same one, and then my brother bought it. I think he brought it after you.
Yeah,
like,
he
bought.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
bought it for myself.
you get credit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have it now. So, but yeah, like I think there is a. I don't know. There's always like this weird thing of like, yes, I would never wear that out, but also like, hey, respect you for doing it. Like if that's, I don't know.
If that's your style.
Yeah, it's subjective, but yeah, no, it's not for me.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, you know what's my sister who works here actually wears
A little more. She's not like full blown.
She's
like,
not.
Yeah,
No.
she's not like runway, norm core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she does wear it occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of that. What's that artist's name? Who? Dang it! She's a girl. She's like.
Lady Gaga?
No. She's super young.
Oh, Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Well, Billie Eilish is kind of she's got a polarizing style though.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah.
That type of style, that style is normcore. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, she actually
She's
goes.
had a
she
lot
takes.
of
She takes.
different-
Yeah, she takes normcore and then goes. And does something super weird with it, like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
Yeah, she goes crazy.
She does go crazy, but she's also she's the #1 artist in the world right now. So
yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Dude, you just said like we should talk about style more, and then we just ended up talking about style for like.
It's got to be a little bit more a part of the podcast.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we need to represent the American man.
The essence of what a true American man should look like.
Or just the essence of man.
Yeah, maybe that.
The essence of manhood is what this is
Depicted
about.
by the co-hosts of the Founders Podcast.
Exactly. I feel like that should be the centerpiece of the podcast. This is kind of evolving on the spot as we talk, but I'm serious. We ought to talk. We ought to talk style.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely talking style and accessories and everything that goes. I mean, yeah, anything that like. That's what we intro the podcast with, anything that excites us.
Yeah.
And part of that is men's lifestyle and accessories, and so, and bourbon.
Yeah.
Bourbon goes great.
I love it.
All right, cool. That's pretty much it for this podcast. If you want to be a member of the BS Society and hear what we're going to talk about next, which actually is some products, we have real products in hand that we're going to be showing.
Real products that we're launching.
Yeah,
soon enough.
Releasing. We're releasing these products.
It's all real.
It's all real.
And if you want to know the benefits of the BS Society, I'm going to move this to the side, and you can just read them right here.
Yep, there's right there.
Yep. And if you scroll down a little bit, there's probably a link or a button or something. It'll take you right to where you can purchase the BS Society. And there's all sorts of things that you get. It's all right here. And you're missing out if you're not a part of it.
Yep.
By the way,
you'd be drinking out of these right now if you remember. These
right.
are also lead-free hand-pressed crystal, by the way. I don't know if we said that, but
yeah,
these aren't. Yeah,
they're not cheap glasses.
Not cheap glasses.
They are just right for members of the BS Society, the manliest men that we know.
Yep.
That being said, we're going to switch over to that podcast. Hey, if you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and do that.
We're also on all the, we're on the platforms. You were probably about to say that.
I was about to say it.
I'm sorry.
You're watching us on YouTube. If you're not watching us, you're listening to us, in which case I'd probably suggest you switch over to watching us.
Yep.
But whatever. You're here, and that's what's important. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share, do the thing, and we will catch you on the other side. If you are a BS Society member, this is only the beginning.
Yep.
Peace.
See you in a sec. Peace. Bye.